Back here on CBS Sports HQ, we know the fans love a good throwback jersey, and we got some fresh ones just dropping for the 2025 season. All the way on the far right, the Packers with the 1923 inspired classic uniform with the leather-looking helmet. The Steelers, they're going to wear their throwbacks against the Packers on Sunday Night Football. The Aaron Rodgers of it all, that's really interesting. The Bucs with the white creamsicle this time. We asked Levante David about those when he was in studio, and he was feeling it. By the way, we have a huge historic matchup in terms of the jerseys on deck on CBS. Tampa Bay in the white creamsicle throwbacks, kind of like 1970s era, going up against Seattle in their throwbacks. That is Week 5 on CBS, and of course streaming on Paramount Plus. So that got us to thinking. We're going to run down some of the top 5 potential jersey matchups with the throwbacks, of course, for the upcoming season. John Breech joining us to have some jersey talk. Before we get into matchups per se, I want to talk about the Chargers because they just unveiled their new uniform combos for 2025. And word on the street, John, is that you are digging those. You like them. Some people don't, but you do.
Well, let me just say, Jacqueline, as the two fashion gurus here at HQ, I'm glad it's me and you having this discussion because I'm not sure anyone else can quite grasp what is good, what's in, what's out. We can. The Chargers are absolutely in. I know that there was a little bit of backlash with the all gold look that they unveiled a couple weeks ago, but I love that. I feel like that was the one thing missing in their wardrobe. We know all about the powder blue classics. Everyone loves those, and the Chargers always had that one little gap. Are they going to have a gold jersey? They finally are. We see Justin Herbert modeling it there. Maybe you think it's a little too much gold. I do not. I like the solid look, and I love their all-navy throwback. They haven't worn those since 2006, the LaDainian Tomlinson, Phillip Rivers era, so we haven't seen those in 19 years. They are bringing those back, so I am looking forward to the 2 games where they're wearing all-navy uniforms, and I will be parked in front of a television watching every minute of their, I believe, Week 7 game against the Colts when they will debut the all-gold jerseys, and that will be the only time they wear them all season.
They needed to get some more jerseys in the rotation because they're going to be traveling the most in the NFL, like over 37,000 miles. We saw it there in the schedule. So it's less laundry for them to do if they're adding in some new ones to the rotation. By the way, thanks for calling me a fashionista along with you, John Breech. I really appreciate that. Let's talk about the Vikings. They're going to wear all white on Christmas. Very festive. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, the Vikings unveiled these Winter Warrior jerseys last year, so this is only the 2nd season that they've ever gone with the white helmet, all white jerseys, and there is no better time to wear them than on Christmas. They are facing the Detroit Lions. It's a winter wonderland. This is exactly what you want to see out of an NFL team. They are fully embracing the fact that they are playing on Christmas, and I love that. I hope the Lions come out and wear some sort of holiday uniform or throwback to match this. But this is also one of my favorite outfits because besides, I guess the Bengals also have the all-white tiger stripes. You don't really see white helmet, white jersey, white pants all too often. I think the Vikings have a really smooth look, and I actually wish they would embrace it and wear it a few more times. But I will be watching them on Christmas because I love this look for them.
All right, let's get into some of the matchups. So Week 8, a ton of storylines here, right? As we have like Aaron Rodgers and Pittsburgh facing his once former team in the Packers, and they're both going to be wearing, or excuse me, Pittsburgh is going to be wearing their throwbacks on Sunday Night Football. So it's the striped black and yellow here. Which throwback do you think is better? Do you like these, first of all? Do you like the Pittsburgh ones? I feel like these are very controversial.
Well, so let's rewind a little bit. The Steelers used to have the Bumblebee uniforms that looked like they broke out of jail, went straight to the stadium. They were playing in a football game. I was not a fan of the Bumblebee uniforms, the horizontal stripes. Now we have the vertical stripes with that little V black stripe up top. I actually like this uniform a lot, and maybe it's because they also threw in the gold helmet. I think that really makes this. And I absolutely love that Aaron Rodgers is going to be wearing this uniform for the first time when he faces the Packers for the first time. And if he beats Green Bay, who have beaten all 32 NFL teams, become just the 5th quarterback in NFL history to do that. So this game, which was already one of the biggest on the NFL schedule this year, I think is even bigger because we get to see the throwback uniforms. And although the Packers won't be wearing their throwback uniforms in this game, stadium. Their leather helmets. I do also love what they did. Hand-painted leather is wild. Those helmets, I just wear them every game, Green Bay. Those things are amazing.
Yeah, the storylines there with the Steelers and the Packers kind of just writes themselves. Let's go to the Bucs. We kind of talked about it off the top here. They're now rocking the white creamsicle against Seattle and their throwbacks on CBS. Vibe check on the white creamsicles. I like them better. The orange ones I do not like. And apparently producer Jack is telling me like I'm on an island in thinking that. But what are your thoughts on the white creamsicle? I think it's better than the orange, Breech.
All right, Jacqueline, I'm halfway with you. I do like the white more than the orange, but I also like the orange ones where you do not like them at all. This is just enough creamsicle to make you appreciate the creamsicle. I see why you get overwhelmed because the creamsicle jerseys are all creamsicle. But the one thing I like about this is that the Buccaneers, they're celebrating their 50th anniversary season. They haven't worn this exact uniform since 1976. After their expansion year, they switched the color of the numbers to more of that reddish orange versus just creamsicle. So this is a true throwback jersey. And then I also love that the Seahawks are wearing their throwbacks. This is probably my favorite era of Seahawks uniforms. They're wearing kind of that royal blue and apple green. I think most Seahawks fans, this is probably their favorite look that Seattle has ever had. So to get two of the most iconic throwback uniforms in the same game, you don't see that often. And it's on CBS, as you said. So it is a double plus for us.
Yeah, I think this matchup with the white creamsicle and then Seattle is probably one of the better combos of throwbacks, in my humble opinion, right? We're going to keep it with the Bucs. Week 15, they face the Falcons. And the Falcons bringing back the red helmet for this one. It's giving like Matt Ryan energy. How do you feel about these ones?
Yeah, I think the Falcons have one of the most underappreciated throwback uniforms in the NFL. I love the red helmets. They're going to be wearing the black jerseys. And then they're going to be facing the Buccaneers, who are going to be wearing the orange creamsicle jerseys that you don't love. So you know what that means? We are getting a color-on-color game. There will be no white jerseys in this Week 15 game. That is a rarity. We haven't seen that happen in the NFL. It's been more than 2 years since we've had a game where neither team wore a white uniform. So not only are we getting the classic, iconic creamsicle jerseys from Tampa Bay, which we're looking at here. I mean, those are just fun. You can see them from anywhere in the stadium. If you see someone wearing one of these jerseys out in public, you can see them from 3 miles away. And then obviously the Falcons throwbacks, a little more sleeker, not quite as loud as the creamsicle, but also classics, and the red helmets. It doesn't get much better than that. So you got the colored jersey versus the black jersey. This is a very, very much a rare game, so a must-see in Week 15. You
know what? Maybe the orange creamsicle will grow on me throughout the season, but it hasn't yet, so I don't really have much faith. Breech, we appreciate it as we're going down some of the top jersey matchups and talking about some of the throwbacks that we're going to see for the upcoming season. All right, so we are counting down the days for Sundays to return. It comes back on September 7th. You can watch your local game live on CBS and, of course, stream all the action on Paramount Plus as well.